Y'all know what it is. Let's get into it. Alright guys, first things first, we're jumping in with the P. Louise base to prime our eyes. In this video, I was distributing the product using my finger, which is what I normally do with my regular eye primers, but I discovered that using a flat brush works so much better. Also, we're jumping into the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Jawbreaker palette. I'm using the shade Cone. I'm going to apply this in circular motions all around my crease and blend that out. So we're jumping in with the shade Raspberry now, and we're going to apply that on the outer corner to give that some depth or whatever. And you know, I really love berry shades. Like, I feel like I say this a lot, but every time I just see it on my eye, it's like, girl, that color was made for you, sis. I think over this quarantine, I had a minor discovery. Like red eyeshadow, shades of red, whatever you want to call it. Like, that is my favorite color eyeshadow. Anyway, quick side note, I'm taking the P. Louise base and I'm just going to apply it directly onto my eyelid and blending it out so that we can apply our next shade. So now I'm going to hop into the Morphe 35i Icy Fantasy palette. I'm going to be using the very light pastel matte yellow shade, and I'm going to apply that whole directly to the middle of my eyelid, blending upwards so you get that seamless finish. Dipping back into that same Morphe palette, I'm going to take the white shade and apply it directly into my inner corner for that extra special brightening pop. Here I go, y'all, grabbing Raspberry again and just brightening up that berry shade that we had on there previously, but since we added the yellow, we don't want that vibrancy to get lost, okay? So we're gonna apply that again on the outer corner and blend, blend, blend. Hopping back in with that Morphe, this time I'm taking the yellow shimmer so that I could pack that right on top of the matte yellow and give it that just beautiful iridescent shine that I love. Now, I don't really know what came over me, but I did not show the NYX liquid liner that I was using for whatever reason, but I applied it onto a little applicator and I'm using a separate brush to make the initial outline because I don't know, I just find it easier that way. And then I go back in with the original brush and I fill it in afterwards. So I don't know, it just gives me that precision that I want or whatever. Side note, this brush I'm using is hella old, but you could definitely just use like a detail paintbrush or a nail design brush to do any detail looks that you're trying to do, because that's what I use for all my detail looks now and it's bomb. Alright, I'm gonna put on some mascara and some lashes, which I did off camera. I'm doing my face and I'm using the Cetaphil moisturizer. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless foundation and I'm applying this with my fingers, and then I'm going in with a damp beauty blender and beating the hell out of that face, you know? Fun fact is 98% of the time I never wear foundation or concealer. I always just prime my face and put on my contour and go, because I hate how my skin looks with foundation on. I've tried so many, and yeah, I've never came across any that I absolutely love. High-end, drugstore, none of the above work for me. And my face is fairly clear, honestly, so I'm pretty okay with not wearing foundation, but I do it for tutorial video picture purposes, you know what I'm saying, because it looks nice on camera. But no, all jokes aside, I like how it looks in pictures sometimes, but on a day-to-day, like, it's just too much for me. Yeah, so now I'm gonna contour my face with the KVD Vegan Beauty contour kit. This is from before they rebranded, so it's very old. I need a new contour kit. If y'all know any good ones, please leave it down in the comments below, because I want to try something new. I feel like my makeup routine changes all the time. Like here, I contoured my nose. Sometimes I contour it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm like, oh, it's not gonna go with the look. Sometimes I'm like, oh yes, that nose needs to be snatched, sis. So I don't really know. I kind of just bounce around with my shit. So yeah, I'm using the Morphe Bacon Set Brightening Pink Powder to set under my eyes and, you know, bake this face. I never really used to bake before, but I feel like that's because I never found a powder that didn't give me hella flashback that was like a decent price, and I really like this powder. I apply it with a damp beauty blender, of course, and just let it sit there for a little bit while I do other stuff. So I'm using this Morphe brush to get rid of all the excess powder, you know, like getting rid of the excess powder. So yeah, we're gonna move on to the rest of my face. I'm gonna jam out real quick. Hold up. Okay, we're back. Going on to the lower lash line, I'm using the shade Raspberry, and I'm just gonna blend that under there and do my thing on both eyes, one at a time. And then we're gonna hop right back in to the Jawbreaker palette using the shade Jawbreaker and apply that on our inner corner because we want to shine like the stars, you feel me? Now I'm going to hop into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerrero Glow Kits, and I am just gonna shine like the stars, like I said, right? So apply this wherever the hell you put your highlight, because I put it all over my face. I don't know if you do. Yeah. So I'm using the Too Faced Nikkie Tutorials collab palette, the blush in there. I really like it. I purchased this palette obviously a long time ago, and I rarely get ever use out of it. So I thought, why not go for the blush, sis? Blush that hoe out. And of course, I'm using NYX Liquid Lingerie lipstick, like I feel like I always do because I'm a nude fiend. And this is in shade Bedtime Flirt. I'm just going to apply this like a liquid lipstick. And I will be back. So y'all, I fixed my hair and I look good. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye.